Good evening, guys. Welcome back to Horsepower Obsessed. My name is Justin. Today, we're in a little bit of a different location. Any of you guys who are some of the OG subscribers, you'll already know where we're at, but we're here to do something that's gonna protect the front splitter, the very, very expensive front splitter on my ZR1. All right, guys, so for those of you who don't know, we are here at Blackout Tinting. The car has been here a couple different times, and it's here again for some undisclosed work that we'll talk about in a different video. But for now, we are gonna have the owner of Blackout Tinting give us a hand installing some of this stuff here. So you may have heard of this stuff before. It's all over the place on the internet, and it's really just some protection for the underside of your front splitter or front lip that is really not overly expensive either, and apparently very easy to install. So as you can see here, it's called Sliplo. I actually reached out to this company and had them send me some of this product for the ZR1, but as you can see here, they actually sent me 2 boxes. So luckily for you guys, I'm gonna show you how to install it, and you're gonna get a chance to win a box of your own. So if you have any need for any kind of splitter protection, this is the video you're gonna wanna check out. So you may be asking yourself, how do I go about winning some of this Sliplo stuff, Justin? Well, here's what you gotta do. You're gonna watch this video, of course, because you're gonna need to know how to install it if you win it. But secondly, you're gonna wanna do the typical YouTube stuff. You're gonna wanna give me a big thumbs up. You gotta be a subscriber. And I want you to comment in the comment section down below saying specifically Sliplo splitter protection somewhere in your comment. And that's it. 2 weeks after this video goes live, I will randomly draw a winner for that, and you guys can have some front splitter protection of your own. All right, guys, so here is Josh. He is the owner of Blackout Tinting. He's been gracious enough to go ahead and install the Sliplo for us while I do my best at professionally video recording him do it. So let's get to it. So here's the splitter, guys. Right here is why I'm doing this, because that is the beautiful little piece from my driveway, and I don't want any more of that happening to this thing. For those of you who don't know, this is about $5,000 worth of carbon fiber splitter that is almost impossible to actually locate, even from GM. So he's just rubbing alcohol in there now to clean up the surface, make sure that it's gonna be as ready for the Sliplo as possible so we don't have adhesion problems in the future.
Because I'm going to start in the middle. That's where I find my middle point, and then I just work my way out from each side. That way it's even and everything on each side. So.
Okay, sounds good.
The one thing that there's like a fine balance on these is you have to have it out far enough that it catches first, but in far enough that it doesn't look stupid from the top.
Right.
And it doesn't, you don't see the adhesive. So.
Yeah, so you've installed this a couple different times before. I've seen on your videos.
Yep. On
pretty high-end cars too, so I trust you. He's just rubbing on some adhesion promoter now, again, just to make sure we don't have problems with any kind of adhesion in the future. So this stuff is all provided by Sliplo. They give you the alcohol rubs and some adhesion promoter. This is the product itself here. As you guys can see, it's just literally pieces of rubber that basically sacrifice itself so that carbon fiber splitter does not get sacrificed.
I think I'm going to put it like that, so it's just barely under where that lip curls around. That makes sense. I'm going to start in the center. There's a couple of different ways you can do it. Sliplo recommends sometimes using like little vinyl cutouts. It seems unnecessary to do that.
Basically just held on with double-sided tape and then stuck to the bottom over top of that adhesion promoter. Like I said, this stuff's real rubbery, and if I were to hit my driveway again, it's gonna catch this instead of the carbon fiber splitter.
One question we get a lot, Justin, is why the heck would I put that on my car? It just makes it lower. And what I think some people don't realize is it might make it a 1/4 inch lower, but usually that 1/4 inch isn't what's making the difference. If you're slamming a driveway or a spot on the road, it's gonna hit a lot harder than that 1/4 inch is gonna make a difference, and this saves everything when it does. The adhesive promoter is a very important step, especially with places like that. If you don't use that, those recesses will probably end up lifting.
So because of the way this stuff's designed, guys, you got like these V's cut in here. It actually allows you to bend them around any kind of tight corners because it allows that flexibility. So you can kind of almost have it as one continuous piece, or so it will look like at least.
And then we can cut it too. I'll show you that for these outer pieces after I get these main ones installed. So that part where it starts to get tricky here. Covering up your scar, Justin.
Good. I was happy you couldn't see that from the outside, but
Yeah.
it still drives me nuts knowing it's there.
It's not necessary. You don't have to cut it in the V's. That's where we generally try to cut it. It just looks cleaner that way. So we have these big scissors that Sliplo recommends using. I'm sure you can probably use regular scissors, although I never tried, or a really sharp razor. But this stuff is harder to cut than it looks like it is. So I'll put it up here. Make sure I know which V I want to cut it in. This one happens to be right in the middle, so we can use the other side for the other side of the car. That's it. So this one, there's a screw back here that doesn't allow us to lay perfect, so I didn't really realize that.
Well, that stuff does look tough to cut.
It is. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull it off the car. We have enough extra to do that.
So guys, this screw right here is kind of preventing the final piece from laying flat. So he's going to cut around it with the giant shears.
Yeah, regular scissors would not have worked. In that situation would not have worked. There we go. Perfect. That's it.
That is a finished product, guys. So yeah, as we can see here, this is really it. I mean, it's not anything rocket science-y, but Josh offered to put it on for me, so I figured why not. The lift use is really the benefit here. This stuff really sticks well. It looks like just double-sided tape, but the stuff you saw him cutting it, it's very thick. Like, this is definitely gonna offer the protection needed. So one final view, guys. As you can see, the Mercedes is parked underneath my ZR1 on the bend pack here, but you can see really well on this lift how this stuff works. And for me especially, like I showed you that spot over here, which is actually covered up now, which is awesome. I scrape a little bit coming out of my driveway. I only did that once, and of course, from that point forward, I hit that at way more of an angle. But it is kind of an issue with how low this car sits. And this car may be sitting a little bit lower in the future, so stay tuned for that too. Real easy install. I want to give a big thanks to the guys here at Blackout Tinting again. They have done a bunch of stuff for my car in the past, and they're just amazing workers. I mean, they do an amazing job, and they're great people, so can't beat it. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. So if you liked what you saw, give me a big thumbs up. Like I told you in the video earlier, if you want to win this box of Sliplo for yourself, go ahead and like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and in the comments section, make sure you put Sliplo splitter protection, so I know you watched the video. And you can win this for yourself. Like I said, after the video goes live, you got 2 weeks. I'm gonna choose a winner at random. At that point, you could have some of this beautiful stuff for yourself. Anyway, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I will catch you in the next one.